Whoa, can you guys believe that it is already July? I know, it's crazy. 2022 is just flying by, and as we know, interest rates are on the rise. So does that mean that you're getting less house for more or more house for less?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
It's a pretty interesting concept, especially when people are looking at how price cuts are on the rise too. So we're going to be diving into the Denver metro market statistics for the month of July, looking at the prior month, which was June, obviously. So let's dive right into it and get down to it. Welcome back to another video, or welcome if this is your first time. My name is Johnerson. I am your Denver Modern agent, and today, like I said, we're just going to be talking about some market statistics for the month of July, essentially looking back at the prior month of June, so that way we have a better picture of how the market is trending moving forward. Now, let's just jump right into this and get into the active listings at month's end, which was 6,057. Now that is up 65.8% month over month, which is just huge, right? We're seeing a lot more listings come to market. Now year over year, get this, it's up 94%. So we're absolutely seeing the effect of these interest rates rising and folks, taking a step back from the real estate market, reevaluating what they want to do, where they want to purchase at. So we're seeing a lot more listings hitting the market and staying on market a little bit longer. Now your closed homes was 5,090 closed homes, which is down 12.4% month over month and down nearly 24% year over year. So closed homes are obviously going to drop a little bit, especially with that massive spike in interest rates. People just took a step back and they're like, whoa, is this really, what we want to do? And a lot of folks, their contracts fell through because of, maybe they didn't lock their interest rates in, or maybe they didn't understand where they stood with their pre-approval and got under contract on something because they just did not talk with their lender. So be sure you're staying on top of it, talking with your lender every single week, so you know where your purchase price should be at. Now, the average close price for the month of June was $719,210. Now that is for attached and detached homes combined. So that is up 0.7% month over month. So we're still trending up ever so slightly, and it's up 12.1% year over year. So appreciation is still happening in this market despite interest rates going up. People are still paying a little bit more for homes because it is a necessity. It is something that people do need. So your median close price was $615,000, and that is the exact same as last month, and that is up 12.8% year over year. And now your average days in the MLS, I know this is going to sound crazy, it's 10 days. It's double digits. It's wild. We haven't seen that in a while. So everyone just, hold on. It's gonna get a little bit more crazy, especially for these sellers out there. We're gonna need to set expectations properly. Things are not gonna sell in the first weekend. However, that's giving buyers some opportunity to get into multiple properties and really evaluate it. So that's up 11% month over month, and that is actually flatlined year over year. So last year this time we were seeing about the same thing, 10 days on the market. Now we're gonna touch on those two median price statistics for attached and detached homes, which I think are super important, especially if you're a first-time home buyer. These are the numbers you want to stay under if it's going to be a long-term investment for you, especially 2 years or more is really kind of what you're looking at. So your median home price for a detached home was $673,873, which is up 0.5% month over month, and it's up 12.3% year over year. And now your median home price for your attached homes was $430,000, which is the exact same as last month, and it's up 13.4% year over year. So stay underneath those numbers. Take advantage of, when you're a first-time home buyer, you don't need to get your forever home or your dream home. Get into something, build some equity, use that equity to then, upgrade to your next spot, or use it when you're relocating to your next location. I promise you, you will thank me later for just building equity in a home and staying underneath that median home price. let's jump into some local news and some national headlines as well, and then I will get you guys on your way out of here. First thing, U-Haul and United Van Lines is starting to notice that Colorado is becoming more of an outbound state. We have less people coming into Colorado and more people moving out. And I know from some sentiment on previous comments on some of my videos that that's something that some of you are going to be really happy to see. We're not going to be seeing as many people moving into the state of Colorado as we are seeing people leave. And it might be that the fact that, you know, native Coloradans might be leaving the state, and that's the case. Denver is ranked number 9 for the best large city to rent in, and that's, you know, a multitude of factors where they look at the economic structure, the schools offered, the amenities, public transportation. So Denver is up there for renters. It's a great spot. And another little piece of news, is that Denver City Council voted to enforce a zoning code which is going to require developers who are building units of 10 or more to reserve 15% of those units for affordable housing in the Denver metro area. Now, what that looks like is households must earn between 60 and 90% of the area median income in order to qualify for those properties or those units, and that is between $56,000 and about $85,000. So if you're in that range, you're going to have more opportunity, especially in some of these more expensive areas like Cherry Creek, especially in the newer developments over in 5 Points and in Rhino. So be on the lookout for those units. If you have the opportunity to take advantage of one, I would say, you know, absolutely go for it. I'm really excited, honestly, about this. It has been a huge issue, I know, for a while, especially in the Denver area. So this is great news for you guys who are, you know, struggling to find a rental that makes sense financially. Now, on national headlines, homeowners are actually upgrading or renovating their property more than they ever have before. Nearly half of them are doing that now. And the age range of those folks are falling between 25 and 44. Those are the people that are getting in, you know, they're doing the work. They're upgrading their homes. They're, you know, they might be buying some of these older homes and getting in there and really making the insides and the mechanicals and everything look and operate great. So that is a really cool statistic, especially with all of this new development going on. How do you keep some of these older developments, you know, up to speed with these new ones? Well, you got to get in there. You got to do the work. Green is actually the paint color for 2022, which is a little weird. I don't know how green is becoming a favorite among people. However, I love white and gray, you know, those nice neutral colors. Hey, but to each their own. And hardwood was always the top pick for a lot of people. Now we're starting to see a rise in popularity of luxury vinyl tile, which is a great product. It is much cheaper than your hardwood floor. It's way easier to maintain, and it is a very resilient flooring to have in your home. Now, build costs, which this is my specialty, build costs are up 35% since the start of the pandemic, which is crazy. That means new build homes are not nearly as affordable as what they were when you were looking and comparing against resale homes. You would always have those entry level, you know, new build homes to get into. So that is just a crazy statistic. And this year alone, prices are up 19%. So if you're thinking about getting into a new build, be sure to reach out to me. Builders are actually offering a lot of great incentives. So if you need more information on those incentives, my contact information is going to be popping up on screen, and it will be down below in the description as well. I would love to help you guys navigate that space if you do need that help. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you got some value out of it, leave me a like, drop me a comment, let me know what you're seeing out in the market if you're struggling with anything, and be sure to subscribe. I'm dropping new videos every single week. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll catch y'all in the next video.